But that's all we're really trying to do. Well, now, let me do this. The straight AB would be the non-qualified estate, where there's a lot of non-qualified money, real estate, brokerage accounts. Well, what if husband here, his 750 was comprised of 500,000 of qualified plans. So of his 750, 500 of it was an IRA or a 401k. Well, remember, if he dies, what goes into the credit shelter is his non-qualified and 1/2 of the joint. So we might only wind up with 250 in the credit shelter or B trust. And then we wind up with 1.25 in the A trust. Well, we can shelter for each of these spouses up to $1 million, right? Well, if we were only as lawyers to be able to shelter 250, we'd say we didn't do a great job. Because that's not much of a shelter. We had 3/4 of it, of excess capacity that we could have sheltered. Well, you have to use the right formula. And there's a formula out there called a PLR out of 2002. PLR stands for private letter ruling. That's when a lawyer like myself has a couple and says, hey, I want to try out a new tax formula, but I'm not going to use my clients as guinea pigs. I'm going to write a letter to the IRS with the facts, and then they're going to say yes or no. Well, this is one where the IRS said yes. And it is the only formula out there, and this is very important, that works when we have significant qualified plans. It's the only one that works. Remember, I said that a straight AB starts out as the decedent's non-qualified plus 1/2 of the joint. Then the balance of the assets goes to the survivor's trust. Okay, this PLR formula out of 2002 starts out as a straight AB, but it allows the survivor to push their own non-qualified assets over to the B trust.
What?
Yep, it's true. So what it means is, if we've got a professional couple and most of their money is in IRAs and 401ks, this is the only formula that is going to be able to allow the survivor to use their own non-qualified assets over here.
And this is the PLR? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, private letter ruling. It's private letter ruling 2002 something, something, something. But you don't need to be concerned about that.
You won't have to know that.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down in my notes. So whatever you say.
Yeah, well, just remember this PLR formula. Remember, a straight AB says that it's the decedent's non-qualified plus 1/2 of the joint non-qualified, like 1/2 of the house. Okay, but that's all we're left with. This formula allows us to use all of the couple's non-qualified assets to push it over here. See what, that's a big deal, because we are able to shelter a lot more.
And life insurance proceeds would be non-qualified, owned
That's
by the
exactly
wife.
right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Anybody have any questions?
Brady, clarify that question. She can't put life insurance that she owns in there because it's not there until she dies, correct?
Well, no, he's talking about his life insurance.
The the
Okay.
proceeds.
Yeah, well, that was going there initially anyway. Okay.
Well,